do get it with the refillable packaging, this and that, but $48 and this sounds like this. Like it's already broken and there's no way to it. It's not convincing me. We're getting some pretty ass highlighters lately. We got these ones from Rare Beauty that they're totally a hit. And then now Charlotte Tilbury came through with her new Hollywood Glow Glide Face Architect highlighters. They're $48 each and they're made in Italy. Available in 7 shades. That's a lot for highlighters, but nice. That means that there's something for everybody no matter what. I picked up 2 shades. Before I show you the shades I got, let's take a look at the packaging really quick. It is reflecting a little bit in camera because it's shiny. It's like this bronze rose gold situation, but you have Glow Glide, glow and lift the younger looking skin for cheeks, nose, jawline, eyes, and lips. And then on the back, you get the regular ingredients and all that good stuff. And then when you open it up, you're gonna get it right here like this. Besides the little design right here, like the stars and stuff, it is the same exact color as her Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder that I have right here. They look exactly the same. And if I'm not mistaken, the powder is a bit bigger. Yep. By a hair. And not for nothing, but $48 for a highlighter, it's a lot of money. I mean, and we do get a little bit more product on the powder. We have 8 grams and we're getting 7 grams of highlighter. This one is a shade Moonlit Glow. I love how beautiful this highlighter is looking, and I also love the little stars. So this one is an incandescent ivory powder highlighter. I already know that if we don't get a Pillow Talk shade, it wouldn't be Charlotte Tilbury, so of course she did and I picked it up. So this is the shade Pillow Talk Glow. It looks so yummy. It is a neutral pearly pink, and of course it is inspired by her award-winning Pillow Talk shade. Oh wow, it blends like butter. And here you have both those shades next to each other. They're completely different. Have in mind that even though I don't agree and I don't see the point of this moving the way it does, because I have plenty of packagings in my collection that they are refillable and they don't do all this, but besides the fact this is a refillable packaging and all you have to do is just poke it right here through the little hole. It comes right off, super easy, and you can either buy the same shade or any of the other shades. Refills are not available yet. I'm dying to see how much are they gonna be. If they're really gonna be halfway off or almost the same price of the whole thing. We never know with these brands. These highlighters are supposed to be the powder version of her liquid highlighters. So I also have this one on the Pillow Talk shade. Let's compare them. And I appreciate that the little stars, it's not an overspray. Like I'm actually going hard and they're staying there. To the touch, it feels really velvety, soft, smooth. I already cleaned my hand. Let's just swatch it right here. Again, oof. Look at that. And then now let me just swatch this one right next to it. Actually, they're totally different shades. This one is more copper, orangey, and this is pinky. This is Pillow Talk medium. That's the reason why it's so dark. I agree. Yes, her new powder highlighter, it is definitely there with these liquid highlighters that we all love. Look at that. This is one swipe. The pigmentation is totally there, no struggle. Wow. We're also going to be doing some comparisons, but first we have to put these highlighters on the face. I'm going to be using one on each side of the face. I'm going to be using this new Rare Beauty highlighter brush that I really like. I already cleaned it off. And I'm going to start with Pillow Talk Glow. Like I'm barely touching my skin. And look at all that. I get happy when the highlighter is intense because it's just so me. You don't need no more. You can just work with whatever you have right here and you get the perfect amount. Bring it up towards your temples. And it's given a stunning skin gliding satin texture. For real, for real. After you keep blending it, it gets a little bit more settled, but you can also build it up with a little bit more, and I'm loving the way it melts into the skin. Like it becomes one, and you don't see no harsh lines at all. You see how you don't see where your highlighter starts, where does it end, and that's the way it's supposed to be. That's when you know you're wearing a good highlighter. My skin is matte right now, like it's breaking out, and even though I have a little bit of texture right here, it's not emphasizing it at all, and it doesn't look weird, fucked up, or ugly on top of those little pimples that I have going on right there. And it's really buildable. Like right now, it looks natural, soft, you know, you see it, but it's not on your face. But as soon as I pick up a little bit more and I literally just tap it, look at that. See? You amp it up right away. Let's do this little jawline lifting little trick. I don't see it that much right here, but I'm not big on applying highlight over there on my jawline. And I do really like this shade Pillow Talk. If you're lighter than me, it might be a bit too dark, but if you're my skin tone or darker, it's just perfect. Look how nice it looks when the light's hitting it, but when it's not, it completely disappears. It's not giving me no shadow. It doesn't look bruised up. I'm just wiping off the brush in the little towel that I have right here in front of me. And let's move on with Moonlit. I think this one is going to be my favorite shade out of the two, because this is my type of shade. Like I always rather light, champagne, silvery, more white highlighters instead of pink. And this is life. Wow. Look at this. And it completely disappears on my skin tone when the light's not hitting it. Like, it cannot be more perfect than this. Look at this. You actually see Pillow Talk a little bit, just a little bit, but you don't see Moonlit at all when the light's not hitting it. That's sick. I love it. Like I'm actually going ham right now with the shade. And I just want to keep going. With Pillow Talk, I did felt like, okay, it's just a little bit too much. And look at this brow. It doesn't matter how much I put on. When the light, it's not hitting it. It is invisible. Look at this. And then look now. Boom. Boom. This is exactly what I want and what I need from every single highlighter that I get on my life. Please. Can they all be like this? I just want more and more of this shade. Like, look how stunning. And then if you know me, I only like white highlighters on my nose. That's also one of the reasons why I picked up this shade. And it's given. Let's do the little lip trick so they look bigger. Moonlit, it's a bit more elegant than Pillow Talk, but I just love that it gives this glassy glow without any glitter or chunky sparkles. I'm so glad that Charlotte Tilbury is getting better and better with every single launch. This is definitely her best highlighters and also her most blinding highlighters, and that's exactly what I needed from Charlotte Tilbury. She killed it with the formulation. They blend beautifully. The way that they melt into the skin is just so satisfying. They don't emphasize texture, they glide like butter, and I'm obsessed with the glow because it's not too much, it's not too extra, but at the same time, they're not settled at all. But they're buildable, and that's what I like about it. It's like the perfect glow for everybody, for all ages. When it comes to the highlighters from Mer Beauty, I freaking love them, and I can't even explain you how much I do. I'm gonna link the video somewhere here on the screen and also in my description box down below in case you haven't watched my full review. go watch it after this one. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. When it comes to the formulas, this formula right here, it's more unique than this one. Even though this one, it's beautiful, velvety, creamy, soft, it's more like been there, done that. Even if I don't have the same, I know I have other highlighters that when it comes to formulation, it's right there with this one. Back to this one, I literally don't have anything in my collection that compares to this one. This formula feels like nothing. Like if you touching, nothing. It's just so silky, soft, thin to the touch, and also when you apply it on the skin. The thing with these highlighters from Rare Beauty is that they're so intense. Like they can get out of hand sometimes. They're not for everybody, so you have to be careful. Like you barely have to like pick it up. You only need like a little pinch. Whatever you apply on your face, it's what you get, and you're gonna have to deal with that. There's no going back. So these new ones from Tilbury, they're a little bit more workable. They give you more room to play. You can do a little more because they're buildable, they're softer, they can look a little bit more natural than this ones. But it depends. I mean, I'm loving both of them the same. I cannot tell you I like this one more than this one because they're totally different highlighters, totally different formulations. They look totally different on the skin. But if you don't like highlighters at all, stay away from this one. If you don't know how to apply highlighters, I don't recommend you this one. If you have mature skin, this one is the one that you have to get. And if you're young, if you want to blind people from a mile away, if you want to be booming, looking like a light bulb 24/7 like me, sometimes, most of the times, then you're really gonna enjoy this one's from Rare Beauty. That's what I like when it comes to my highlighters, and I've been loving this highlighter from Rare Beauty, especially this one, this shade, Enlighten. And then when it comes to the two shades that I picked up, Moonlit and Pillow Talk, I do like Pillow Talk, but my favorite shade out of the two, it is definitely this one, Moonlit. I pull out the face palettes that she came out with not so long ago. Here I have the fair medium and then the medium deep, I think it is, yes. And we also have highlighters in both of the palettes, and I want to compare them. We have this pink highlighter right here that looks a little bit like this one, but to the touch, they feel different. This one feels a little bit more silky, velvety, and they also have totally different textures. This one is the one that we get in the face palette. And this one is the one from the Glow Glide. This one is a little lighter than this one. And I use this one more like blush topper instead of highlighter. So I do like the shade a lot more. And then now let's swatch this one. You know that I love this face palette. I mean, I finally got to shut the fuck up about them because I kept talking and recommending them to you guys, but they're everything. And then now I'm gonna compare to Moonlit. I swear that this moving like this, it is the most annoying packaging that I own. And nope, they're not the same shades. Let's move on to this one. And I mean, definitely it doesn't look like this at all. This is like 10 times darker than this one and totally different shade. But just for the sake of this video, let me swatch this one. And no. This doesn't look like that at all. Especially in person. The highlighters that we have in the face palette, it's more for you to like mix it with the blush, and they're gonna give you this pretty all over glow. These new highlighters, they're more like spot on highlighters. They're more blinding, more intense, more pigmented. And then now let me just swatch this one from Rare Beauty really quick. Enlighten. Right there. Just look at that. And then Moonlit. See how you get a lot more in one swipe from Rare Beauty? You see more particles of glitters in the Rare Beauty highlighter. And also the one from Tilbury, it's a bit darker. Now let me swatch this one, Mesmerize. Wow. Fuck, I went almost on top of the other swatch, but you get the point. The ones from Rare Beauty, they're so intense that they look wet. When it comes to the shades, Mesmerize and Pillow Talk, they're right there with each other. But in Latin from Rare Beauty, it's more white when it comes to color. Definitely the Rare Beauty highlighter, it is super silvery, almost white. And then Moonlit from Tilbury leans a little bit peachy. Oh my god, the birds in the background, they're going ham. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit the like, and let me know in the comment section down below what do you think about these highlighters. Do you like them? You don't like them? What's your favorite shade? And I love you to the moon and back. Mwah! See you on the next one.